keeping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go! 30 base. Hey, Alpha! March 47!
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
X3, 218, chop it.
2nd and 6. That is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Franks. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st down, Franks. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Lambo is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep, and he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey.
They'll look to throw. And Anderson's got it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on 1st down. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Franks. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. On 1st and 10. Franks. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 15 Lonnie. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Let's go. Mike 96. Yeah. Here we go.
2nd and 4. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Franks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Throwing after the interception. Franks. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Looking to throw. Franks.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Quinnen Williams. He's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Protein spill. Tight go.
Now it's Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Hines, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, Brian Flores going to call on the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, 96 is coming, Charlie. Okay, I'm coming. Mike, back.
Back to throw. Franks. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Looking to throw. Franks. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 96.
Operating from the gun. Franks into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. Open is Swain, the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw. Franks. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Looking to throw on second down. Franks. Now they go screen. It's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Got an open man, it's QT. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Check 3. General West. Ready?
On third down. Hines, and that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security, number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down again. Markel Lee in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check nickel.
They run with Hines. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run it again with Fournette. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check. Ball down. Bang. Yep. Ready, go.
Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Check Mike 54. Hey, watch the screen. Ready, go.
On 4th down, Franks. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. 2nd and 11. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Check three. 61. Matchbox lights. Slam.
Now. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Smooth. 27, Mike. 27. You ain't got nothing. 47's the Mike.
Back to throw here. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. On first down, it's Hines. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He'll look to throw here. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They're going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing on first down. Franks going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. John Ross, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Josh Lambo now for the point after. So that'll back him up 5. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he puts it through. They're within 3. It's 13-10. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That one complete to Anderson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Hines. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, check flight 47. Check flight 47. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the ship. Blue draw quarter. Watch the ship. They go.
Again, it's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the Cardinals' sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
96, Mark 96. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Franks. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd and 2, Franks. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Franks is going to find his running back. It's complete. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Franks. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Go, go, go. Hey, 96 is low. 96.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Franks. And this is caught at the 8. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jeff Swain, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, New York.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He sets up the screen to Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third. A first throw for the backup, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
We got 3. Check 52.
They'll run it with Jones. Finding some room at midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big third down play there for the Jags. 45 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A run by Bell on first down, going to go nowhere as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, G. Here I come. Here I come. Ready.
They'll go again with Bell. And an alley to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
I'm ready. 47 is the mic. Here we go, D. It's just, let's go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. The Jets with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about him taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
Here for the New